It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Buccaneers and the Boys coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth INT Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. From the 10. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it. It gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
On 1st and 10, White. And Martin's got it, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
On 1st down, it's White. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now White. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
White's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
No, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now here's a throw. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Off play action, here's White. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's White. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Well, it's up about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Now Williams on 1st and 10. Open man is Howard, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On 2nd down now. Wilder, not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A play fake, now White. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's White. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Dorsett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. They'll run with Wilder. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. This is Wilder. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. We'll call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. White looks to throw. And it's complete to Martin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the give, this is Dorsett. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Now White lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, White. They set up the screen to Dorsett. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. from the shotgun. Here's White, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Now White. Dorsett's got him. Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he finds Parker here, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 3 yards remain for second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. And they hand it off to Dorsett. And he's got this down to the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is.
A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Williams now throwing on first down. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness,
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Wilder. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, But you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Now White with a first down throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. White. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. White. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. The quick feet by Jackson. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Here's Williams on first down. Going deep here for Parker. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Williams. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll look to throw again. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now it's Dorsett. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, White. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'll run. It's Dorsett, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. But just like you said, they've got the lead, don't do anything silly, run the football, and that's what they did.
They would have liked to have created a little more room for their punter, but he'll take what they gave him, and he'll go out there now and try and get the ball off and help his defense.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. With it is Jackson. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Williams. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's brought down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Now Williams on 1st and 10. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Williams throw on target to Godwin here. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 19.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground. Wilder again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bucs are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, White. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Powering forward. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options when they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw is White. From the gun, he'll throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Back to throw. White. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Extra point try now for Suckup. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Dorsett. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Let's go. Here we go. They ain't got a chance, bud. They ain't got a chance. This is our time. Come on now. Let's do this.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. White. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
So now the Bucs down on the scoreboard. A little over 1.5 minutes remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Williams now throwing on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Looking to throw. Williams. And this is caught by Evans.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Williams' throw here taken in by Parker.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Williams over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Williams on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
You don't want no problems with me.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.